Hey, so tonight we're gonna be talking about On Guard. Can you see it? It's hard with that glare. On Guard is the protective blend, and it is safe for internal consumption, as you can tell by the nutrition facts. It has wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary in it. It's called the protective blend because that's what it does. That's what we use it for in my household. I put it on the boys' feet every night, every morning, one or the other. Let's be honest. I do sometimes slack off and forget one of those times. So I put it on in the night or in the morning, and if they on the bottom of their feet, I put it in a little roller bottle, and I mix it with fractionated coconut oil. About 3 to 1 is the ratio I use, and I put socks on right after I put it on the feet. The reason I'll do a quick blurb, the reason I use socks is because I did it straight on me. It was neat. I put it undiluted on the bottom of my feet. I crossed my legs because I don't like wearing socks. I crossed my legs, sat crisscross applesauce, and all of a sudden my thigh was burning and I couldn't figure out why. Well, On Guard is a hot oil. It has cinnamon and clove in it, and my inside of my thigh is very sensitive skin. So, granted, didn't do that again. But if that does happen to you and it's too spicy for you, if you use it internally, if you don't dilute it enough and you use it on some of your sensitive kids, you can use an oil. Essential oils are lipid soluble, so you can use fractionated coconut oil, which is what I use, regular coconut oil, olive oil, any plant-based oil, even an animal-based oil like a fat. If you have lard or butter, we can even go in that direction. If you take it internally and the mouth is burning, you can use milk. Just make sure it has fat in it. And if you do get it on the inside of your mouth and you burn your mouth, lavender. Lavender is great for burns. So I put that on the bottom of our feet. We use it protecting to make sure we keep our immunity up. This time of year, there's always just so much going around, and we don't want to be sick. We don't want to be sick for school. We don't want to be sick for holiday events, and we don't want to make anyone else sick. So I have it in a disinfecting spray as well. I'll post the recipe for that. And I spray our toys, and I spray the counters, and I can spray the air. It helps kill those air pathogens and disinfects and helps with mold. And I put it in our laundry if we're sick, and it just kind of gives it that extra oomph. I have a actual laundry detergent that's made with it as well that I use now. Before I used On Guard, as well as another oil, Purify, which I'll get to eventually. And if we do get sick, something that is really awesome is that there's a peer-reviewed study about On Guard showing that it significantly shortens the duration of the influenza virus PR8. I can tell that when I have a cold. I actually, thankfully, rarely get colds nowadays. But if I feel something coming on and I don't catch it in time, or say sometimes I get it like four out of 5 times I won't get it. Say that 5th time I get a cold. I notice, and I use my On Guard, and I notice the duration of my cold really only lasts like 2 to 3 days. It's fantastic. So what happens when I get a cold is then I start using On Guard a lot more. I use it a couple drops a few times a day is kind of a great place to start. I diffuse it. I use it internally. If I feel a tickle coming on, I go straight for a tea, and I make it with apple cider vinegar, honey, lemon. I don't make the water too hot because sometimes that heat can actually change the molecular structure of the essential oil, and I like to make sure I keep everything the way it's intended to be. So I make a tea, and usually by my first cup of tea, it's gone. If if it's really persistent and I keep getting cold, I'll make a tea a couple times a day. We also have capsules that you can make your own, or you can buy them. They're soft gels, which are paired with oregano, melissa, and black pepper, which they have actually combined these oils together, which create an even more potent wellness just package for your body for when you're sick. And so those are really what I use On Guard for. It's amazing. It works. We use it for a lot of different things. And we'll see you next time.